Good morning students. This is 11th standard botany video class, video 9. In this video, we are going to continue the same lesson, plant kingdom. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen life cycle of Funaria and also sexual reproduction in Morgantia. Morgantia, which are showing different sex organ in different thalli. It proves the heterothallic condition in Morgantia. Hetero, which means different. So different thalli produce the separate sex organs. That is male sex organ and female sex organ. So male sex organs are known as antheridium and female sex organs are known as archegonium. Antheridium release many anthrozoids. Archegonium produce only one egg or an ova. The released anthrozoids swim in the water and also attracted by the chemical substance produced by archegonium and reaches to the egg or ova. Out of this many anthrozoid, one anthrozoid reaches and fuses with the egg to form diploid zygote. This diploid zygote developed into new sporophyte with foot setae and capsule. Inner side of the capsule, it contains elatus and many spores. This capsule protected by the outer protective layer known as calyptra. The capsule wall disintegrate and release the spores outside. With the help of the elatus, the spores are dispersed and falls on a suitable substratum and developed into a new Morgantia. So this is the sexual reproduction in Morgantia. And next we have seen habit of Funaria or codmas differentiated into stem-like, root-like and leaf-like structure. The tiers of main axis, that is stem-like region, consists of epidermis, cortex and colorless cells without protoplast. Tiers of leaf which contains midrib made up of with slightly thickened narrow cells responsible for conduction. Then Funaria shows the reproduction in two methods, vegetative and sexual method. Vegetative reproduction by four types. One is fragmentation, that is pieces into, that is protonema, pieces into number of fragments or segments. Each segments developed into a new Funaria thalli. That is the first one. Second one, formation of secondary protonema, any region of the gametophyte. Then formation of gemmae in the tip of the protonemal region and the development of bulbils on the rhizoids are the four different methods of vegetative reproduction. Next, we have seen sexual reproduction. It is monoecious in condition. That is, both the sex organs are present on the different branches of same plant body or gametophyte. Male sex organ is known as antheridium, which is produced in the antheridial branch. There is group of antheridial branch. It's surrounded by a elongated leaf-like structure is known as perigonial leaves. Each antheridium are separated by a slender stalk-like structure is known as paraphysis, which consists of chloroplast, responsible of photosynthesis, reducing the transpiration process, conduct the water by capillary action, produce mucilaginous substance to liberate the anthrozoid. So these anthrozoids are produced inner side of the antheridium surrounded by a single layer known as jacket. Inner side of the jacket, it consists of many androcytes. When it is matured, they are modified into biflagellate anthrozoi. Up to this only we have seen in the previous video class. In this video, we are going to see the female reproductive organ of Funaria and the structure of sporophyte, then life cycle of Funaria. Dear students, this is the antheridium. There is antheridium of Morgantia. The shape of the antheridium is tennis racket. We have seen in the previous video class. This is the archegonium, which are produced the flask-shaped archegonium, produce single egg or ova. Dear students, this is the sporophyte of Morgantia, divided into foot, there is basal portion, and also bulbous, there is oval shape. This foot and capsule, which are separated by a small region, is seta. The capsule, which are enclosed by a single layer known as jacket, and also it is protected by a green color region is known as calyptra. Inner side of the capsule contain elaters and spores. The capsule wall destroys and liberates the spores outside. The spores are dispersed by a filamentous-like structure which is brown in color known as elaters. Dear students, this is the habitat of Funaria. So Funaria, which is living in the damp, marshy and also moist rocky region. The plant body is known as gametophyte, rhizoid, leaf-like organ, stem-like organ. At the tip they are having the oval-shaped body is known as capsule. Dear students, this is the different vegetative reproduction in Funaria. First one is the formation of primary protonema. Second one, formation of secondary protonema in any region of the gametophyte. In the first method, the first formed primary protonema cut into different fragments. Each fragment is developed into a new individual. The next one, formation of gemmae on the tip of the primary protonema. Then the rhizoids which are produced oval-shaped bulbil responsible for vegetative reproduction. So this is the protonemal stage of Funaria. Dear students, this is the antheridial head. The antheridium which are produced in the cluster of antheridial branch. Inner side of the antheridial branch, it contains many antheridium. These antheridial branches are enclosed by a slender leaf-like structure is known as perigonial leaves. Inner to the antheridial branch, many antheridium are present, which is tennis racket in shape. These antheridium are separated by a leaf-like organ is known as paraphysis. So this paraphysis, which is responsible for photosynthetic process due to the presence of chloroplast, reducing the transpiration process and water holding capacity and pass through the water through capillary active. Then it secretes the mucilage substance to liberate the anthrozooid. Dear students, at the center many antheridium is there. The red color is the one of the antheridium surrounded by outermost layer. Only one layer is known as jacket. Inner to the jacket, it consists of many androcytes. These androcytes are matured and modified into biflagellate anthrozooid. So this is the male sex organ of Funaria. Dear students, next one is the female sex organs are known as archegonia. which are produced on the group or cluster of archegonial branch. So these archegonial branches are produced laterally, lateral position at the base of the male branch. Dear students, underline the word. The antheridium are produced in a group of a antheridial branch. At the base of the antheridial branch only, the archegonial branches are produced in a lateral position, that means side. The side of the antheridial branch only, they are producing the archegonial branch. So this archegonial branch is also surrounded by a leaf-like structure known as perichial branch or a leaves. In the antheridium is surrounded by a perigonial leaves. This archegonium surrounded by a perichial leaves. Dear students, 1 mark and 2 mark question is there. Differentiate between perichial and perigonial leaves. 1 mark question is, the antheridial branches are surrounded by a dash leaves, perigonial leaves. Likewise, archegonium are surrounded by a dash leaves, that means perichial leaves. Then here also the archegonium are separated by a leaf-like structure, slender, long leaf-like structure is known as paraphysis. The shape of the archegonium is flask shape. We already seen in the Morgantia also. The shape of the archegonium is, what is that one? Flask shaped archegonium, which is divided into large venter and a long neck region. That means that the basal portion of a flask is known as the venter. And also a slender neck-like region is known as the neck. So the venter is contain the venter canal cell and egg. So inner side of the venter region, it consists of venter canal cell and egg. Likewise, the neck contain neck canal cells. The neck contain neck canal cells. Water is essential for fertilization. So the raindrops helps in the transfer of anthracite from antheridial head to the archegonial head. These anthracoids are attracted by the chemical substance produced by a archegonium. That process is said to be chemotaxis. Dear students, I already explained in the previous video class. Once again, chemotaxis means movement of organ towards the chemical substance is known as chemotaxis. Taxis means movement, chemo means chemical. Movement of organs towards the chemical substance is known as chemotaxis. So here the archegonium, which are producing certain chemical substance, due to this chemical, the anthracoids are attracted and swim in the water and reaches to the venter of an archegonium. Here, large number of anthracoids are enter the neck canal cell of the archegonium, but only one anthracoid fuses with the egg to form a diploid zygote. The diploid zygote is the first cell of the sporophytic phase or sporophytic generation and divides to form a sporophyte with a foot, setae and a capsule. So that is the structure of female reproductive organ, that is archegonium. Dear students, this is the structure of archegonial head. This archegonium, which is produced in a cluster of archegonial branch which is produced at the base of the antheridial branch in a lateral position, that is side position. Inner side of the archegonial branch, it consists of many archegonium. This archegonium is also separated by a leaf-like organ is known as paraphysis. These archegonial cluster are protected by a leaf known as perichicial leaves. Dear students, see the diagram. The inner side, they are having paraphysis. Outer side, it is perichicial leaf. At the center, the blue color region is known as archegonia. Dear students, see the shape of the archegonia, which is flask shaped. At the basal region, which is bulged one, is known as venter. The venter cavity made up of with venter canal, cell and egg. Then at the slender stalk-like portion which arise from the base of the venter is known as neck. This neck is also made up of with neck canal cell. Through the neck canal cells only, the anthrozoids are reaches to the venter. Only one anthrozoid fuses with the egg to form a diploid zygote. So the diploid zygote is the first cell of the sporophyte. Dear students, thus funaria which are showing the sexual reproduction. Okay. Next, we are going to see structure of sporophyte or capsule. The mature sporophyte of funaria is very complex. The sporophyte is differentiated into foot, setae, capsule like Morgantia. Dear students, this is the structure of a capsule or sporophyte of funaria. It's very important. 3-mark diagram, 5-mark diagram and also 5-mark detailed answer. Dear students, the sporophyte or capsule of the funaria is differentiated into 3 regions: foot, seta and capsule. The foot is a small, slender, path-like region is known as foot. Then above the foot, they are having the long, slender, stalk-like portion is known as setae. At the tip of the setae only, we are having the capsule. A capsule is a large region which is located at the tip of the sporophyte. The setae is the region which separates the foot from the capsule. Then this capsule, which are surrounded by a outermost layer, is known as epidermis. Inner to the epidermis, there contains different region, that is sporangial wall, spore sac, inside the spore sac which contains spores. Then this sporangium are surrounded by a protective layer is known as columella. From the lateral position of the columella, number of tuber-like structure which is arises, which is blue in color, is known as trabeculae. Then at the tip of the capsule, they are having minute opening is called a operculum. This operculum, which consists of ring-like cells in either side of the operculum, is known as annulus. So this is the structure of sporophyte or capsule of funaria. The structure of funaria capsule we are going to see in the next page. Dear students, The sporophyte of Funaria or capsule differentiated into foot setae and capsule. The setae is a long, slender, and also conduct water and food material to the capsule. Long, slender, and conducts water and nutrients to the capsule. The capsule only differentiated into apophysis. It's one of the region. Then theca. Theca means outermost layer. Theca proper. And minute opening at the tip is known as operculum. So seta, which is responsible for conduct water and nutrients to the capsule. Then the capsule is differentiated into 3 layer. Apophysis, theca, that means outermost protective layer, and a minute opening is known as operculum. The cells which is present inner side of the, the cell which is present in the wall of the capsule, which is made up of chloroplast, responsible for photosynthetic function. Then, the apophysis of the capsule is the lowermost sterile region and connect the capsule with the seta. Dear students, see the differentiation. In the Morgantia, seta is the region which connects the foot and capsule, isn't it? But here also the same position only. Setae which connects the capsule, foot and setae are connected by, foot and capsule are connected by a region is known as setae. But this setae is connected to the capsule with the help of a small sterile region is known as apophysis. Then the outermost layer of the capsule contains stomata, which are responsible for respiration and photosynthesis, that is gaseous exchanges. The cells of the apophysis contains chloroplast, so doing the photosynthetic function. So hence the sporophyte of the Funaria is partially depend upon the gametophyte. Dear students, the epidermis, which contains stomata responsible for gaseous exchanges. The cells of the apophysis are photosynthetic. Hence, the sporophyte of Funaria is partially depend on the gametophyte, not totally depending for the gametophyte, because it has the capacity to prepare the food material. So it is partially dependent on the gametophytic region. Then the another region of theca proper, which is present inner side of the capsule, which is the middle region and also fertile region. Why it is fertile region? In that region only spores are produced. Then this theca proper, it consists of a central columella surrounded by spore sac. So it consists of central columella surrounded by a spore sac. The spore sac is surrounded by a single cylindrical air sacs traversed by delicate filamentous made up of parenchyma is known as trabeculae. This trabeculae, which extend from the outer wall of the spore sac to the innermost layer of the capsule wall. Innermost layer of the capsule wall. The spore sac contains spore mother cell which undergo meiotic cell division and produce haploid spores. The apical region consists of minute opening known as operculum and peristome. The operculum is the lid, that means cover, lid of the capsule and comes out of the circular cup-shaped lid after the dehiscence of the capsule. Dear students, this is the structure of capsule. At the base one is foot. Next one is the setae. The setae, which is connected to the capsule with the help of a smaller region, is known as apophysis. This apophysis contains chloroplast. So they are responsible for photosynthetic function. Then the outermost layer, which consists of minute opening, known as epidermis, responsible for gaseous exchanges. Then the middle part of the capsule is known as theca proper. Theca means outermost layer surrounded by a capsule. That means not in the entire outer region. At the centermost region of the capsule, which are surrounded by a layer, is known as theca proper, which enclose the middle part of the region of the capsule. It consists of central columella, central empty violet color region, that is known as columella, which is surrounded by a spore sac, that is the yellow color region, is known as the, with the dot lines, that is known as spore sac. Inner side they are containing number of spores. Then the wall of the theca proper or spore sac is surrounded by a single cylindrical air sac traversed by delicate filaments known as tuberculae. This tuberculae extend from the outer wall of the spore sac to the inner layer of the capsule wall. Innermost layer of the capsule wall. Spore sac contains many haploid spores due to the meiotic cell division. And the apical region, which consists of the opening, is known as operculum, and the domed structure, a curved nature, is known as peristome. The operculum is a lid-like substance of the capsule, which is circular cup-shaped lid after the dehiscence of capsule. The peristome are one of the two layer thickening tooth-like projection like a teeth found on the top of the capsule. They are hygroscopic in nature, that is they can able to absorb the water and helps in the dispersal of spores. That is the function of peristome, which is present at the tip of the capsule. So tip of the capsule, which are made up of with minute opening called operculum. The operculum, which is act as a cup of a lid to liberate the or dehiscence the spores outside. Then the peristome, which is located on either side of the operculum, which is hygroscopic in nature, absorbing water and helps to liberate the spores outside. During favorable condition, these spores falls on the suitable substratum and developed into a primary protonemal structure, that is produce green thread-like structure, is known as primary protonema. Then afterwards, the primary protonema produce rhizoids and number of lateral buds which developed into a new plant. Thus, Funaria sporophytic phase shows the haploid condition, and the gametophytic phase, which shows the gametophytic phase shows the haploid generation, alternates with the diploid sporophytic phase. That is said to be alternation of generation. Dear students, see the paragraph. At the tip of the capsule, they are having a lid-like structure known as capsule. Then on either side of the operculum, a peristome has 1 or 2 rows, thickened tooth-like structure which is hygroscopic in nature, absorb the water and helps in the dispersal of spores. During favorable condition, the spores germinate and develop into a green thread-like structure called protonema. From that protonema, number of lateral buds are produced and developed into a new plants of Funaria. That's Funaria, which shows the haploid gametophytic and diploid sporophytic phase, proves alternation of generation in Funaria. Dear students, this is the life cycle of Funaria, which shows different sex organ like antheridium and archegonium and produce zygote. This zygote developed into a diploid sporophytic plant body. Dear students, this is another important 3 mark and 5 mark question. Life cycle of Funaria. Dear students, this is vegetative reproduction by multiplication of protonemal stage, buds, secondary protonema, buds, then bulbils and rhizoids produce protonema and buds. Next, sexual reproduction. In Funaria, female branch, male branch, perichicium, female, perigonium, male, archegonium and antheridium, oospore, anthrazoid, fertilization, zygote, up to fertilization only, gametophytic phase or generation, then zygote developed into sporogonium, spore cavity, spore mother cell, undergo meiotic cell division, produce haploid meiospore, germinated and developed into a primary protonema, then buds, the lateral buds are developed into Funaria. That is the vegetative and sexual reproduction in Funaria. Dear students, I hope have you all understood sexual reproduction and life cycle of Funaria. Dear students, up to this I conclude my video. Remaining we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best children.